All right, back up here at my little house, and got the joy stall reconfigured. It's what I just finished doing today, and then I'm gonna put the subfloor down. But I reinforced this because, well, number one, it holds a lot of weight here because I'm going to tile the floor, where before the floor wasn't tiled. It had a laminate down, which is bad for anywhere where there's water, because water will get underneath the laminate and cause that issue. But what I'm looking at is I'm going to put a stand-up shower in, and I'm using a system that's made by Schulter, Curdy, and it's basically it'll provide a pan. Once I get down to the subfloor, there's a whole process to do it, and I'll walk you through that process once I do it. But I know that I'm putting tile in this bathroom, and I need extra support for that amount of weight. Tile's heavy, and you need support for that weight. I'm also going to, once I get the shower in, I'm going to put another support beam across that section right there from underneath with the steel jack post to the ground, so that adds even more support, so there's no flexing in the floors that will cause later on tile to crack or grout to crack. So it's a little extra. Some people say it's overkill, but as far as I know, there's no such thing as that when you want to build a sturdy house and you want the house to last, because you're dumping a lot of money into a house and you want to get your money out of it, and therefore I don't ever want to replace this again. So it's behooves you to do this right now while you have it all torn apart. So that's what's going on. Did show you the windows are in. I do have 3 more windows to go in here, over there, and also here. And then the ceilings will be coming down because they put this insulation. I mean, it's fine, I guess, but it's not enough for this. You can see there, it's not enough for this climate up here, the cold that gets up here. It's not. So I'm going to have somebody, once I get the ceiling all done, the lights, here's all the lights. Once I get the lights put in, and I get this skylight block boxed in, and then the electrical ran for that, because it has a automatic, the skylight I'm talking about has an automatic system that'll open it up to a vent, and then it also has an automatic, actually has an electric screen, and you just operate with a controller, closes the screen. But with the climate, I'm going to have somebody come in and blow in insulation above, so we have a good R value, and this way we are able to, make this house more efficient than it was. This is built back in the 70s, and building codes have changed. We did purchase a French door. I'll be taking this door out here, and then putting in French doors. I don't like sliding glass doors, to be honest with you. But we did get a good deal on one from Lowe's that somebody else basically they bought and then had buyer's remorse and returned it, and $800 door I wound up picking up for $250, and that's something I'll tell you. When you're looking to do projects and looking to do upgrades, when you go to places like Lowe's or Home Depot, or any of these places, look to see what people have returned, or there's stuff that's discontinued. You wind up getting a better deal on them, and you can ask. They had the door marked down for $200 to $274 from $798, and it just had a little small mar on the bottom of the door, like something you would never see. I mean, I'd have to point it out to you, but I'm going to paint the door anyway. You'll never even see it. And I asked the manager, hey, can you take something off for that? And he took $25 off of it. So I got the door down to $250 some dollars, for a 800, damn near $800 door. So it's a no-brainer. It is a steel. It is steel. It's insulated. That was the other thing, because these sliding glass doors here do not provide great insulation value. They are a major energy loss with your home, especially these ones are vinyl. It's just a single casement. These aren't really, a good value. They leak, and I'm pretty sure the floor underneath here is probably rotted. The sill's probably plate is probably rotted out. I can pretty much tell because the door, if you look, it's on an angle, and I see water damage in that corner. So as I take this out, I'm going to put a jack. Maybe have to jack the house up a little bit, drop a new sill plate in, and then make sure I put a good membrane in there to membrane inside there, so that the membrane keeps the water from coming in and out. It's just like I said, whoever did this just did it kind of like on the fly. This was done after the fact, and you can also see on the top, like, it's lower on this end than it is on this end. And it drives me nuts when I see stuff like that. And plus, when you try to open the door, it binds. So when the door slides open, it starts to bind over here, and that's because it's not square. It's not square at all. It's not even plumb. And I'm pretty sure if I take a tape measure and measure it, from corner to corner, it's going to come up with two different measurements. It's not square. So that's what's going on now. I'll keep you updated. But I was out of town for a couple weeks and to do some other stuff, and then come back here to get this done. My wife and I we wanted to get this all done by September. At the end of September, but we're kind of like being very careful what we're doing. If you're going to buy and to try to flip a house, people make a huge mistake of like the timelines to try to get stuff done. Like, you can't get anything done like when you think it is, unless you have a group of contractors and you've worked with them before, and you pretty much know what you're getting into. You can probably get a house flipped in, depending on the size, in 6 or 7 weeks. Again, you want to flip it that quick because you got money tied up into that house, and you're paying fees, and but this here is like, I bought this house for us to move up here, to downsize, and then I'm renting our house out, and down south of here, I will rent that house out or Airbnb it. Just whatever I think is going to work for us at the time. And like my wife said, in the wintertime, we could definitely go look for another house over in down in Florida or something, or just rent a condo for the wintertime and stay down there, and go. That's something the future holds. But again, I'm just like, I want, I started this one part here. I want to finish this up. So today I'm going to, like I said, drop the subfloor in, get that all in. Once the subfloor is in, and I get the wall is insulated here, and then I'll start putting up the I don't know if I'm going to put Hardy backer up, but if I'm going that Schulter system, I'm probably just going to put drywall and then waterproof that, and then finish that up. So that's it. That's all I got for this update. That's it. Thanks. Okay, just finished up here putting the subfloor down. Pretty happy with it. Had to make quite a few adjustments, but it's solid. And next will be start doing the plumbing rough-in, electrical rough-in, and then we'll be ready to start throwing up walls and getting this place going. Actually, I'm going to have to over here on the other side here, which would be like the kitchen dining area, we're gonna The floor is kind of messed up there too. They had, had a leak. That's where the old sink used to be. I'm actually going to move the sink to the other side over there. I'm going to pull this floor all up too as well and replace all that. That's all rotted out. And I mean, the floor is all going to get replaced in here anyway. I'm going to ceramic tile, and then transition over to like a pergo wood floor all through. There is hardwood here in the 2 bedrooms, and I'm going to leave that alone. Sand it, stain it, throw rugs down. But here I'll put tile for like when you walk in from outside, especially in winter time. Snow on your feet and rain or mud, just basically areas so that it doesn't tear up the floor of the pergo. But yeah, so that's it. Thanks.